All right, let's talk about a question I get a lot. Lisa, I understand how to create my offer, but where am I actually supposed to market them? Social media, Pinterest, somewhere else? Because marketing has always been a struggle. Now, this question matters more than people actually realize because this is where most momentum dies. And it doesn't die at the offer stage, not at the idea stage, but at this stage, the visibility stage. People have great offers. They have thoughtful offers. They have faith based offers that genuinely help people and transform people's lives, but they don't know where to show up. They don't know how or where to focus, and they don't know just how to get in front of the right people to actually see these offers. And this is why so many good offers never sell. If you want people to buy from you, they have to see you first. Okay. Duh, right? Marketing is not manipulation. It's not pressure. It's not convincing people to do something they don't want to do. Okay. I just want to set the stage here. Marketing at its core is visibility. So if no one sees you, no one can connect with you. If no one connects with you, no one can trust you. And if no one trusts you, no one is going to buy from you. Okay, so before we talk about platforms and strategies or tools, this is the foundation right here. Every sale comes from a person, and every person is part of an audience, which means you have to build an audience. So the real question isn't where should I market? The real question is how am I going to get in front of the right people consistently? Because consistency creates recognition. Recognition creates trust, and people buy when they trust. Okay. So now here's where marketing gets simple. And it's simpler than most people think. There are only two ways to grow an audience. You either grow an audience with time or you grow an audience with money. That's it. There's only two ways. There's no third option. If you're posting content regularly and you're learning what your audience is responding to and how your growth is happening and you're showing up week after week, you're paying with your time. If you're running ads, you're putting a budget behind your message. You are, paying to reach new people every single day, and you will reach people faster when you pay, but you are paying with money. Either way, you're paying time or money. And the mistake that most beginners make is thinking that they don't have to choose. They want the speed of money without spending money, and they want visibility without consistency. So that's where the frustration comes from. Personally, I use ads, and I use ads because they give me leverage. They allow me to reach new people consistently every single day. They let me grow at a pace that I can control, and they allow me to stay visible without posting every single day or living on social media. So ads let me turn visibility on instead of waiting for it. But I also know that not everyone is ready for ads, and that's totally, completely okay. If you're not ready to invest money into visibility, then the next best option is to build with time. And that means social media. If you're building with time, you need to make one decision that will save you years of frustration, and that is choose one platform to go all in on. Just one. Choose Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or YouTube, whatever one. Pick the platform you know you can show up on consistently, not the one you think you should be on, okay? Because everyone else is doing it or whatever. Consistency matters more than the platform choice. Trying to grow on multiple platforms at once, especially in the beginning, usually leads to scattered effort, burnout, and slow results. Growth doesn't come from being everywhere. It comes from staying long enough to be recognized, okay? So this is where many people struggle. They post for a few weeks and then they don't see immediate results and they stop, right? They assume it's not working when in reality, it just hasn't had enough time to work yet. Visibility compounds. People rarely follow you the first time they see you. So, they follow after they've seen you multiple times. And this is the same with buying as well. So they trust you after they've heard you repeat the same core message in a different way. And when you disappear too soon, you reset all of that momentum. It's gone. And consistency isn't about posting more, it's about staying visible long enough for recognition to form again. Now, let's talk about content because this is another important place that people get stuck. Posting alone does not build an audience. Activity is not the same as growth. You don't build an audience by being busy. You build an audience by being relevant. Relevance means your content speaks directly to what your ideal customer is already thinking about, right? It means that you're talking about the problems they already feel right now, the questions they're already thinking and asking right now, the tension that they're already living with right now. So when someone lands on your page, they should quickly and immediately understand that this is for me or not. And if people can't tell who your content is for, they won't connect. If they don't connect, then they're not going to follow. And if they don't follow, they're not going to see your offers. Okay, so clarity attracts, confusion repels. And this is exactly why I created my 360 faith aligned content prompts. They're designed to remove the guesswork, like the decision making process, so that you're not wondering what to post, how to stay consistent, or whether your, content actually supports your offers. If consistency and relevance are where you get stuck, those prompts give you direction while you build visibility with time. And you can find them linked below. Now, let me just say this because it holds a lot of people back. Being visible does not require perfection, okay? Doesn't require you to have like the best tools and all that stuff. You don't have to have the perfect anything. You don't need like the perfect content, the perfect backgrounds, all the things, right? You just have to be clear enough to start and consistent enough to stay visible. Clarity comes through taking action, not before it. People don't connect because you say something once either. They connect because they hear it again and again and again and again. Repetition builds recognition. Okay, let's just remember that. Recognition builds that trust, and that trust is what eventually leads people to your offers and they actually buy. I don't recommend starting with Pinterest. Pinterest is a long-term strategy. It's slow times, okay? It takes time to gain traction. Right now, the goal for beginners is not to wait months to be seen. The goal is to show up where people can see you now and begin building that familiarity and trust. So let me simplify all of this. You don't need more platforms. You don't need more strategies. You don't need to do everything all at once. All you need to do is to decide, am I growing my audience with time or am I growing my audience with money? Once you decide that, everything else becomes clearer. Marketing only feels hard when you're not visible enough or long enough, or your message is not clear enough. And the good news is that both of these things can be fixed. So let me ask you, are you building your audience right now with time, or are you building your audience right now with money, or are you still deciding? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next video.